Very good morning to you. Today, in this class, we are going to learn electric dipole in a uniform electric field. Okay, we will place an electric dipole inside a uniform electric field. Now, you all know what is uniform electric field. So, I have drawn a uniform electric field, that is this. So this electric field lines are parallel to each other. So this is a uniform electric field. Now what we will do, we will place a dipole inside this electric field. Okay, then what happens, we will see. Okay, so if I ask you how you will produce uniform electric field, then it is very easy to produce uniform electric field. Just consider two plates placed near two parallel plates near to each other and supply opposite charges, plus and minus. Now the region between these two plates, okay, has electric field, that is parallel electric field. Okay, this is the electric field. So we have not considered this part, source. We have not considered the source. Okay, we have just considered a uniform electric field. Okay, so this is uniform electric field. Got it? So we have considered uniform electric field. Now we will place an electric dipole inside this uniform electric field, and we will see what effect experienced by the dipole. Okay. Now see the diagram. We have considered a dipole placed, and this dipole is making an angle theta with the direction of the electric field. So we can write this as angle theta. Okay, this is the angle made by the dipole along the direction of, with the direction of the electric field lines. Okay, now twice A is the length of the dipole. So we know the length of the dipole, so it is better not to mention the length of the dipole. Okay. Now see, when you place the dipole inside the uniform electric field, what happens? This end of the dipole, that is the plus Q end, will experience a force in this direction. Okay. Why? Because in this area, or in this part, we will have positive charge, and in this side we will have negative charge. So we will get electric field, that is uniform electric field, starting from this and going in this side. Okay, so this is positive charge and this is negative charge. Clear? Now this positive charge will repel this positive charge. So this positive charge will experience a force due to this part along this direction. Or we can say this positive charge is experiencing an electrostatic force due to this electric field. Okay, so we can write, or we can indicate the force in this direction. This is the force, name it as F1. Okay, vector. This F1 vector is a force experienced by this plus Q end in this direction, in the direction of the electric field. Okay, in the direction of the electric field. Similarly, now this end will also experience a force, and the direction of this force will be opposite to the direction of the electric field. Why? Because we know in this side there are positive charges. Okay, these positive charges will attract this negative charge, and this negative charge will experience a force in this direction. Okay, so name it as F2 vector. Clear? Now see, what is the formula of the force? We know that force is equal to, or electric field is equal to force per unit charge. So therefore, force is equal to electric field into charge. Clear now? So we can write this force as equal to, or we can say E Q. E vector Q is the force experienced at this end, that is minus Q end, and this force is equal to say E Q. The magnitude of both the forces are same. Okay, magnitude is same, but these forces are acting in opposite direction. Okay, now see, they are opposite in direction, but their magnitude are same. They are opposite and they are parallel. Okay, but they are acting at different points. So when there is a force, when there are two forces acting parallel to each other at different point and their magnitude is also same, then there comes a concept, there comes torque. Okay, a rotating force comes into play when such situation is there. So that is due to torque. Okay, now this dipole will experience a torque due to these two forces, because these two forces are coupled force. Why they are coupled force? Because they are acting at different point and they are opposite to each other. Okay, and they are also equal in magnitude. So due to these two forces, this dipole will experience a torque. So we can say whenever we place a dipole inside a uniform electric field, then the dipole experiences a torque. Okay, and this torque is given by either of the force multiplied with the distance, that is the perpendicular distance between the two forces. Okay, clear now? Now see, so when an electric dipole is placed inside a uniform electric field given in the diagram, see the diagram, then it experiences a torque. A torque will come into play. A torque is actually a rotating force which rotates the body. Okay, and the dipole will align itself in the direction of the electric field. In the direction of the electric field. Okay, what happens when this dipole is placed inside the uniform electric field? Then it will experience a torque, and due to that torque, the dipole will align. This dipole will change its orientation. Okay, means now the dipole is in this direction. The dipole will change its orientation. Okay, it will move. Not move. Actually, it will rotate due to that torque, and it will align itself in the direction of the electric field. Okay, means it will, now it is in this orientation. After torque is acting, then it will change its orientation from this orientation to this orientation. Okay, got it? It will change its orientation. And why it is changing orientation? Because it is inside the uniform electric field, and due to that uniform electric field, a torque is acting on the dipole, which will align itself, which will align the dipole in the direction of the electric field. So we have written it will align in the direction of the electric field, only in the direction of the electric field. Okay, means it will rotate due to torque. Now we will find out the formula of torque. What is the value of the torque acting on this dipole? Okay. Now we have learned in class 11 the formulation of torque. The formula of torque, that is torque is equal to either force, that is if we can consider this force or that force. Okay, both are same in magnitude but actions are different, no doubt, no problem, into perpendicular distance between two forces. Means this is one force, this is another force. We will draw a perpendicular distance between two forces, that is we will draw here a perpendicular distance and we will consider this distance in the formula of the torque. Okay, so let us draw perpendicular distance between these two forces. Now see, extend this point, extend or draw a line from this point parallel to the electric field. Dotted line, okay? Not solid line, dotted line. Because we are finding perpendicular distance between the two forces. Now again, draw another line starting from minus Q point and perpendicular to the direction of the electric field. Okay. Okay. Got my point? Is it clear? Okay. So now name it as N. This N, and name it as A, and this is B. Now see, AN is the perpendicular distance between these two forces. Okay. Now how you will find the value of AN? This is theta, and this is, if this is theta, then this is also theta. Okay. Now use the concept of trigonometry ratios. Sin theta, if you apply sin theta, then we can easily get this. Okay, this value of this distance. Okay. So now sin theta, from the figure, sin theta is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So what is perpendicular? See, AN. AN divided by, okay, AN divided by, see, AN divided by hypotenuse. What is the hypotenuse? It is twice A. Twice A is the length of the dipole. Okay, this is twice A. Okay, twice A is the length of the dipole, and this is the hypotenuse. According to this angle, this is perpendicular. So sin theta means perpendicular by hypotenuse. So we have this value of this sin theta. Okay. Now we will use this formula, or we will use this concept in this equation. Okay. So AN means we can write AN is equal to, move this twice A to this side. So twice A sin theta. Okay. Got my point? Now we will use this value to find the torque. Now torque is equal to either of the force. Either of the force means either we consider this or that. Okay. So we can consider F1 vector into, and what is that? Perpendicular distance AN, that is AN. Okay. So we can write what is the value of F1 EQ. Either of course we can use the magnitude also, no problem. EQ into AN. What is the value of AN? Twice A sin theta. Okay, got my point. Now see, torque, this is also torque, this is also torque. Torque is equal to EQ twice A, we can write E twice EQ sin theta. This rearrangement of this equation. So we can write this as E P. P means this is dipole moment of the dipole, electric dipole sin theta. So now we know we can write it as the cross product of two vectors. Okay. So torque vector is equal to E cross P. Got my point? And n cap. Here we can write n cap. This shows the direction. Okay. So this is the formula of torque in vector form. This is the formula of torque. This is also torque. This is in magnitude form, and this is in vector form. Okay. Or we can also write this as vector, no problem. Okay. Because we are writing sin theta, no problem. And we are giving the direction n cap. So n cap is the direction of the torque, and it is in the direction that is plane perpendicular to E cross P. N cap is in the direction perpendicular to E cross P. Okay, we have learned this concept in class 11. Okay, means E cross P means this is E, say for example, and this is P. Then what is the direction of torque? It will be in this direction. Okay. Okay, got my point. It will be in this direction. In this direction is perpendicular to the plane. This plane, and the torque will be perpendicular to this plane. This is the direction of the torque. Okay. So this is the formula of the torque acting on the dipole phase inside the uniform electric field. Okay. So we will discuss some cases. Now we know torque is equal to EP sin theta. Okay. Now if theta is equal to 0, first case means already the dipole is in the direction of the electric field. Then what will happen? See, torque is equal to E P sin 0 degree. What is the value of sin 0 degree? 0. Means torque is equal to 0. This is minimum, and this condition is for stable equilibrium. Okay, stable equilibrium. This is called stable equilibrium. Okay, now second, if theta is equal to 90 degree, then z is equal to e p sin 90 degree. Then this is equal to sin 90 degree is 1, so we can write z is equal to e p. Okay, this is maximum. Means in this orientation, when initially when dipole is making angle theta in angle 90 degree with the direction of electric field, then it will experience a maximum value of torque. Okay, now third case, now see, if theta is equal to 180 degree, then torque is equal to 0. This is unstable equilibrium, opposite of stable equilibrium. Okay, opposite. So note this point. So student, please note down this. Okay, carefully. This is very important. Now next we will see some points. I will some small points I will tell you. Okay. So after this it is okay. In the next topic we will learn energy of dipole. Okay, electric dipole.